Hey everyone, my name is Sean Cecil from the Oculus Institute, and today I'm going to teach you how stress messes with your ability to think properly. Okay, so on some of my earlier videos, I talked to you guys about how stress affects things like time horizons, which is how far you see into the future and how you plan for the future, as well as your social horizons, which is your ability to truly and deeply empathize with other people with various degrees of social distance from you. And in both these cases, stress causes that to compress so that you're thinking in the very short term and that you're thinking of only of yourself or of the people really close to you, or at least in your ability to empathize and truly feel how they're feeling and truly understand them. But there's another way that stress really affects your thinking processes, and this is in the phenomenon of what's called binary thinking. So most things in life aren't black and white. Most things in life, there are shades of gray. And the more of those shades of gray you can perceive, the better your decisions are gonna be, right? So if you're in a situation where, there's 5 different options, but you only see 2 because you're seeing it as black and white, then you're depriving yourself of all those other options, and you're putting yourself in a position where you may be missing out on a whole hell of a lot of opportunity, or you may be having to take costs because you're choosing between 2 bad choices when there's another bad choice and 2 good choices out there, and you're not even seeing the good choices. And so when you're in a state of stress, the more stressed you are, the fewer choices your mind's gonna allow you to see. So this is a phenomenon that goes way back to, when you're in very real physical danger, like back when, in caveman days, if there's a lion attacking you, you don't have a lot of options. You can run or you can fight, right? That's basically it. You could also freeze, right? And just hope it doesn't see you. But you're talking 2 or 3 options. And so when you're in a state of stress, your mind doesn't give you the ability to sit and say, hey, listen, I'm gonna evaluate 10 different things, because if you're sitting there trying to evaluate 10 different things, that lion is going to eat you and you're done, it's over, right? So when you're in a state of burnout at your job, your brain starts to think like you're being attacked by a lion. Now you're not, right? And what you need to get out of that situation is actually to comprehensively look at all of the different options. But instead, your brain says, oh no, you only have 2 options, right? You can either quit and go broke and starve, or you can be miserable, that's it. Those are your only 2 choices, right? And that shows up in, basically every area of your life. The more stressed you are, the more your brain's gonna start to see things in black and white. The more your brain is gonna start to see things as only 2 choices or only 1 choice, and the more your range of options is gonna be narrowed. You can see it in politics. The more emotionally attached that someone is to a certain political outcome, the less that they're gonna be able to have a conversation with somebody who disagrees with them on a couple points, even if they agree on most points, right? Because everything is just, has to be so serious, and it's either my way or the highway 100%. And obviously in relationships, that's not very helpful, right? If you're in a relationship with your boyfriend or your girlfriend or your husband or your wife, and you're thinking, hey, listen, either I'm right and she's wrong, or she's right and I'm wrong, then that's toxic, right? It's only by understanding those shades of gray, of synthesizing the information, of seeing new options, that you really build relationships. And so in any area of your life, whether it's your career or whether it's your relationships or anything, the more constrained your option set is, and the more that you're locked on to one particular option, this is good and this is bad, right? The more you're gonna struggle, right? And so that's why, one of the real benefits of getting rid of stress and of bringing yourself to a place of calm is it allows you to see the paths in front of you. It allows you to see, hey, if I walk down that path, there's this option, but there's also a couple other paths. And only by seeing all the paths can you truly make the best decisions. And so the result of that is that if you free yourself from that stress, you're able to think outside the box, right? And most of the time, the obvious solutions are not the right solutions, otherwise you wouldn't still have the problem. So if you want to solve the problem, you need to think outside the box. And if you want to think outside the box, you can't be stuck in binary thinking. And so that's why one of the best things that you can do in terms of planning out your career or any other aspect of your life is you want to get rid of that stress. You want to get to the point where you can bring yourself to a place of calm, and you can really evaluate the whole field of what's available to you. So you can come up with that one outside the box decision that's going to make the difference in your life. Before you go, I've got a free gift for you. So if you found this video valuable, if it helped you see the world in a new way, and you're interested in building a career that's going to bring you both personal fulfillment and financial prosperity, then I've got a free presentation for you to help you do just that. So if you go to the link below, it's www.oculusinstitute.com/workshop. That's www.oculusinstitute.com/workshop. then it'll take you to a registration for a free presentation. It's about 50 minutes long, that's 50, and it's gonna give you the step-by-step process to building your dream career. See you there.